Hello everybody once again, this is Aqua Kazoo. Welcome back to another Maple Story Beyond video. Today we take a look at Dreambreaker, where I'll share my usual insights, tips, tricks, as well as my attempt to clear stage 50 today starting from 40. So what is Dreambreaker? Dreambreaker is essentially a content that helps you acquire Legendary Arcane symbols. Before this, if you don't have Dropbreak gear like me, it was very hard for you to acquire Legendary Arcane symbols, which means that you cannot level your Legendary Arcane symbol to relatively high levels. Even if you're True Island and your Nameless Village Arcane symbol is at the highest level of 15, you can only get 340 Arcane Force, and it is actually recommended that you have 360 Arcane Force if you're going to be fighting for top 5 in the Dreambreaker rankings. Alright, so what's so special about being top 5 in Dreambreaker? I'll talk about that later on, but TLDR, basically your character will be immortalized as an NPC, quote unquote NPC in Dream City Lashland. And actually players like me and you who are not top 5 can actually take benefits from them. I'll share more about that later on once I'm done with my attempt to clear Dreambreaker. Alright, so about Dreambreaker, you need to be at least level 220 and you need to complete all the storyline related quests, from Nameless Village to True, and then finally up to Legendary, because you actually need to be able to, I believe there's a prerequisite of clearing the 4th floor of Clock Tower before you can actually enter, this place to talk to the Dream Ragdoll. And obviously, if you complete the Legendary, storyline quest, you'll be granted your Legendary Arcane symbol. So let's talk about some strategy and tips when attempting Dreambreaker. Okay, so first and foremost, when you actually start clearing Dreambreaker, you'll start from stage 1, right from the bottom. You'll then work all your way up until you find that you cannot clear the particular stage that, you just can't clear a stage. So for every 10th stage that you clear, you can actually fall back on to that 10th stage. So for example, if I clear up to stage 47, I can start from stage 40. On my second run, so my first run I reached stage 47, my second run I can just start from stage 40, so on and so forth, alright? So with each stage cleared, you actually earn 1 Dreambreaker coin, and 30 coins can be exchanged for 1 Legendary Arcane symbol. So I clear stage 40 3 times, you can do Dreambreaker 3 times every day. So that's 120 coins. 120 coins is basically 4 Legendary Arcane symbols. So if you do the math, it's actually quite simple to know how many Arcane symbols you can get every day. If you clear stage 10, you get 1. You clear stage 20 3 times a day, every day, you get 2. Stage 30 is 3, stage 40 is 4, stage 50 is 5, so on and so forth. This is actually why I want to clear up to stage 50, because for every 10 floors that you clear, you can get like quote unquote 1 more arcane symbol. But you might ask me, right, Kazoo, why do I want to start from stage 1 if you have the choice to start from stage 1 and the highest 10th floor or stage that you have cleared? So when you actually clear stages, you get dream points, and the more stages you clear, the more dream points you get, and these dream points have a use, alright? So let me bring up this image on screen first, which is the Dreambreaker Tactics board. You can see that there are four skills on the board right now. One is the whole gauge, which is the 200 points. The 300 gauge, the 300 dream points one is the bell. The 400 one is called the ragdoll, and the last but not the least, the 900 dream points, which is the one with the bomb icon, is called detonation. So for the 200 points, basically you hold the gauge, which you'll see later on screen when I'm doing my clearing to stage 50. You'll hold the gauge for 5 seconds. So maybe you're trying to catch up with Dreambreaker, the particular stage itself, and you're behind. You can stop the gauge from going down very quickly. And you can see on screen right now that there are 3 purple boxes and 2 yellow boxes. Essentially for Dreambreaker, you want to have all of those boxes to be yellow so that you'll fill up the gauge the fastest. If you actually did Hungry Muto party quest before, that's a gauge. Yeah, it looks like that gauge. It's the same gauge. It's just that for that gauge to fill up, you want to have as many yellow boxes as possible, and you will only start to fill up when you have 3 or more yellow boxes out of 5. So obviously, if you have 3 boxes, the gauge will fill up the slowest, 4 boxes slightly faster, and 5 boxes you'll fill up really fast. So 200 points you can hold the gauge. It's more for like catching up. I won't recommend using this. The second one which I want to talk about, which is the one that I'll recommend people to use, is the bell. What the bell does is that for 300 points, you can convert one of the 3 purple boxes into yellow. Alright, so imagine if you're 4 or 5 yellow and you use the 300 points, boom, you're 5 out of 5, your gauge will fill up really fast. And that's basically, I would say, in terms of points used, the one that is of the most value, which is the one that I think you will want to use the most. And the third skill, the one that looks like a ragdoll, basically summons a ragdoll which attracts enemies for 15 seconds. It's like, you know, aggro, it taunts the monsters. I would say that, if I'm not wrong, it only summons the ragdoll in the room that you're in and not all the rooms, alright? And the last one, which is the one that costs 900 points, will kill all monsters instantly and prevent them from spawning for 10 seconds. I'm not too sure if this one is the one. I mean, I'm not too sure if he actually kills the monsters in all the rooms or just one room. So I'll probably test this out on stage 50 when I'm clearing later. Okay, so that's about it when it comes to, you know, Dreambreaker, tactics, board UI, and generally how it goes and what these skills are used for. And I'm quite sure that you might be able to use some of the skills better than me, but you know, for me so far I have not actually used the skills because I don't see a need, because if you cannot clear a particular stage, even if you try to use the skills, it will not make much of a difference, alright? You usually want to use it at like stage, you know, 50, basically the 10th stage that you want to clear, that's where you want to use the points. Because as I mentioned, once you clear a certain 10th stage, you can fall back on it every time and you can earn one more arcane symbol based, I mean, depending on how many stages you have cleared previously. Okay, so for Dreambreaker, there's one thing that confused me when I first did it. So when I actually watched videos on Dreambreaker, I thought that you had to kill the monsters, like all the monsters in the room, so that the music box will convert from, you know, purple to yellow. It's not the case. The music box itself has an HP, and you basically need to, you know, do enough damage to convert it from purple to yellow. That's it. So what are the monsters there for? The monsters are there to convert the box from yellow back to purple by dealing damage to it. So you still need to kill the monsters, just know that the monsters, I mean clearing the monsters is not enough. You have to still do damage to the boxes, which is why, you know, once you get to the higher stages, you'll find that you do not have enough damage to convert enough boxes to yellow fast enough to keep the gauge, you know, filling up to yellow, I mean full yellow. Alright? Because the higher stage you go, the more HP the monsters have, the more HP the music box have. So as a gauge, alright, if you want to clear stage, you know, 40, I would say you need to have around 3 to 4 million range. If you want to clear stage 50, you want to have 4 to 5 million range. And I think 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100, it's about 1.5 to 1 mil range increase per 10 stages. Okay, so today with my accumulated dream points and higher range, I've actually improved my gears by quite a bit. My range right now, hang on, let me show you guys real quick here, is 3.4 to 3.8 mils. Not fully buffed yet. Fully buffed, I'll be close to 3.9. I will not be able to show my coin flip buff for now, but yeah, you can see 3.5 to 3.9 for now. But before I start, some final tips for Dreambreaker. Alright, you want to bring skills like Rope Connect. Rope Connect, very useful because there are actually, I would say, many platforms, in the sense that you have to traverse down a platform and then you need to go back up the platform, and you don't want to waste the time climbing up the rope, because that will actually waste valuable time, because basically it's a race against time. You have 3 minutes to convert all the boxes to yellow, and the yellow boxes can be converted back to purple. So you'll be traveling in and out of portals a lot and up and down platforms a lot. So Rope Connect, very useful, especially if your class do not have a lot of mobility in terms of, you know, vertical mobility. And do not worry if you don't have Rope Connect now. When you actually complete the Lashland storyline quest, you will be given a Rope Connect skill, so you definitely have it. And if you want to be a little bit more you know, try hard like me, you can get a Rope Connect to level 25, you know, all stats plus 25, everything, every stat counts, you know, in MapleStory. So Rope Connect is, I believe, the only skill, if not one of the only skills in the V Matrix that gives all stats plus 25, which is 1 all stats per level. The rest, I believe, is like 5 all stats at level 25, and not as, you know, quote unquote much of a value when getting into 25. So Rope Connect, level 25, 25 all stats. Obviously, you want to bring in all your Monster Park potions as well, you know, your Warrior Elixir. I'm going to be using Onyx Apple, and you want to bring your green potions and, you know, red potions if you're physical attack base, and your blue potion if you're magical attack base. And for Shadowers like me, to break the attack speed limit cap, we are already at cap. We'll use the extreme green Monster Park potion, and then this will allow our DSI, which is our decent speed infusion skill, to actually, you know, affect our attack speed. I've also got my, you know, ultimate dark side to level 25. For 30 seconds, I basically get 15% increase in final damage, which is very good. Probably save it for stage 50 itself. Okay, any other things before I do my attempt? I don't think so. So yep, here we go. can Kazoo reach stage, 50 today? Let's find out. Alright, you need to leave a party. By the way, Dreambreaker, I forgot to mention, is a solo. It's a solo, like, party quest. So you can see the middle section of the room. Just gonna get my climb up real quick. And yep. I'm not used to using Rope Connect actually. This is actually my first, as much as I recommend it. You can see the yellow gauge filling up fast with 4 right now. I'm not that worried about stage, 40 because it should be no problem for me. And yeah. You should be good. You clear. Alright. So ideally you want to clear within 40 seconds, I feel. So you want to check whether, okay, the center one, sometimes the center one is not the one that is actually did not clear it yet. That's no good. But we did enough damage with sudden rate just now, so we're fine. I'm actually feeling a bit lightheaded because I'm actually sick when recording this. But you can see when there's 5 boxes filled, you actually fill up the gauge really fast. So for classes like me, right, because our assassin or our bossing skill does not hit more than a bunch of targets, we will have issues here. Yeah, we will have issues. So okay, this time the center is fine. You know what I mean, right? This is what I mean by where the rope connect comes in really well. But you can see that I'm not using it just yet. Alright, let's try to use it here. The reason why I'm not using it because like I said, I'm using it for the first time, So let's try to use the bell this time. You can see that it works. It converts one room straight away because it's the only room, right? That's the only room, so it's actually very, very useful. But I realized that there's actually a cooldown for that skill, so you actually want to only save it, or can you use it once per stage? I'm actually not very sure. I'm not actually very sure here, so we'll find out together. So once my boomerang step cannot clear the monsters within, one hit, that's where I start to get into trouble, basically. Yeah, I think you can use it once per stage, since the 300 bell is off cooldown, right? So the last time I cleared was stage 47, and you notice how it's always 2 stages, that will convert. So ideally you want to convert all 5 stages. I mean all 5 boxes. And then once you have done that, you just want to keep at least 4 up. Because I remember when I struggled back then, it wasn't like possible to keep all 5, Also, you realize that you don't actually have a lot of time to rebuff. Okay, this is where I'm messing up. Oh, it should be still good. It should be still good. Yep. So let's try to rebuff again. You always want to make sure that the center room is like, monsterless. Yeah. That's how you actually keep like, 4 of the boxes. Be fine. Yep, so I managed to keep. I'm trying to focus here. Like I said, I'm very lightheaded. I'm actually not feeling well because of the medication. Trying to stay focused. I think this is where I'm going to use my Onyx Apple. Stage 46. Alright. It's always good to have the center stage be the purple one, so you don't have to move that much. should be one of those that, you know, should be good. Alright. This is 47, the stage that I couldn't clear back then. Good. Center one again. Should be the one at the bottom. I might as well go here first. Managed to prevent that from converting. That's great. Should be good. Alright. So this is where I want to start, you know. Okay, that's not good. But we keep the center from converting. What I mean by this is where I want to start to, you know, use the points. But I'm gonna save it, I think. So you can see that the points actually really help a lot when you are struggling for, you know, certain stages. This is where I'm gonna use it. Boom. Should be fine. Okay, so 2 more stages. I'm hoping that I'm right about it resetting, you know. Alright, center stage. That's great. Yeah, I think you can use the thing once a stage. So you basically want to use it, you know. This is not good. Alright. This is actually not very good. Panicking. Panicking. Should be fine as long as I convert this. Yep, should be good. Okay, the reason why I was panicking is because I don't have my buff up. So this stage 50, I'm gonna use my advanced dark side. Once we get this stage to clear, we use the bell. We have all 5. This guarantees us. Okay, we're gonna try the bomb, alright? So we use the bomb. Oh, it kills all the rooms. Alright, so it actually clears all the rooms, and yeah. This guarantees, because we prevent them to spawn for 10 seconds. This guarantees stage 50. So on stage 51, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna show you guys what you can actually do real quick, alright? So I leave, and you actually say that, oh, clear stage 50, right? And you renew your rank, alright? You get 50 dream coins, look at that, 28 million EXP. And the amount of EXP you get increases depending on the stage you clear. And once you have done this, alright, you can actually just start straight from stage 50, look at that. So I'm just gonna do stage 50 straight away, and the reason why I want to do this is because you save time, see. Come in here. Use the rope connect this time, take my own advice. And because you only need to clear, you know, 1 stage. Because unless you're attempting to clear up to stage 60, there's like really not much point to clear any higher. And since the people who are top are so many floors higher than you, right? You just need to clear stage 50, and then you'll get 50 coins, and then you come back and you clear stage 50 again, you know? And that's how you do it. That's how you earn your Dreambreaker points fast every day. It's basically doing your daily for Dreambreaker. As long as you can clear 5 rooms. So you can see how you're actually just, you know, stocking up points until, you know, we feel that your range is ready for you to attempt, you know, the other, like, you know, the next time I'll be trying to clear will be stage 60. If not, I'll just be clearing stage 50 and then I leave. You can't just enter stage 50 and leave without completing stage 50. You will not get the coins, by the way. You still need to clear stage 50. So once you do that, so I get 150 coins today, and you can see if I talk to the NPC now, exchange dream coins. I can change 5 because I have, you know, 150 coins, right? 30 coins per arcane symbol. But that's not the end of the video just yet. Remember how I talked about you being able to make use of the people who are top 5? So you basically go here, the Dream City. Alright, and look, the top 5 players of Dreambreaker is actually here. So Copy Gui, you know, Rika Yunwo, Some Adventure, 1T, 2M, 3E, and last but not least, Mr. Jiajun. So you talk to them, right? You'll actually get Dreambreaker coins. Look, 14 coins is, I believe, 10 to 15 for the first guy. And then, second one, you get 6. Third, you get 7. And then fourth, you get 3. Fifth. So I think the you know, 4th and 5th gives you from anything up to 5. I think the second and third can give up to, I think, 6 to 9 or something. And then the guy who is top can give 10 to 15. So with that, right, you can go back to the Dreambreaker via the Maple guide, and basically can have enough to buy 1 more coin. Yeah, that's very important. That means you get +1 coin every day. For people that can only clear stage 10 or 20, you know, get 1 symbol a day or 2 symbols a day or even 4 symbols a day. This extra one makes a whole lot of difference. So I get 6, feels good, and yeah. So every day I get 6 arcane symbols. Previously there was actually a Dreambreaker event where you get twice the number of coins, but the event is actually over. So we do have twice the number of coins now, and you can see that my Legend Arcane symbol is actually level 7 right now. I'm at 410 Arcane Force. But yeah, that is it for the Dreambreaker, you know, video, and I'm just happy that I managed to clear up to stage 50 today. You know, I try hard, I use the Onyx Apple, but if not, all the best for your Dreambreaker clearing, and I hope this video has helped you. If it did, be sure to stomp the like button, and as always, this video is actually my 3 out of 3, you know, my 3rd video for the Maple Story Beyond that is sponsored by Aegissoft. If you have not watched the first one, which is my Shadower Eviscerate Showcase, the second one, which is the Maple Union system, go check those out. Also, to help me out, check out the link about Maple Story Southeast Asia Beyond in the description below. Click on that, it helps me out, you know, gives an idea of how much exposure this video actually get to help Aegissoft promote Maple Story. My name has been Kazoo. I'm sorry I feel a bit lightheaded and I'm a bit sick, but thanks for watching. Hope you guys understand, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. Take care and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.